Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to look at It's Good to Be Free from the Master Plan album. This is also the B-side from Whatever, one of the B-sides. What a great song though to have as a B-side. God, he was on such form in the mid-90s. Anyway, I digress. This solo kicks in at about 2:40. It's got a lot of classic Noel Gallagher ideas. Really interesting, when he hits that G string 12th fret, he quite often pinches. I'm going to try and do that for you, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, really cool solo. Like a lot of his solos, relatively simple. Not really simple, but relatively. So a lot of people should be able to have a go at this and enjoy playing along with the track. Yeah, so I've got my tea, so things are pretty serious. So let's just crack on. Okay, so this first part of the solo is basically a big repeat. It's 2 bars that we repeat 4 times. It's played in position 4 minor pentatonic rather than position 1 where the rest of the solo is played. Very common for Noel to flick between these 2 positions. Think the Live Forever solo if you've ever learned that, where he does exactly the same thing. Most of it here, a little bit here, then back to here. We basically got the same concept in this song. So we obviously played at a similar time, I would presume, although I haven't checked, but I guess at a similar time if this was a B-side to Whatever, just a year later or something probably. Maybe the same sessions, I don't know, I'm just mumbling now, so let's crack on. So just before the repeat, we do have 2 9s on the G string, okay, and this is on the 4th beat of the previous bar, like the chorusy section's coming to an end with, which is an E minor. Okay, we slide in to 9 and then we repick 9. Okay, just those 2 9s on the G string. That's not in the repeat. The next bit is the repeat. We're going to do 3 more 9s on the G string. Those first 2 have quite a lot of vibrato. Then it's the 3rd 9, as I said. Then 7 on the G, 9 on the D, 7 on the A. And that's the first bar. So it's going to be, the repeat section is this. And then for the second bar of the repeat, I'm going to do 5 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All on the A string 7. 9 on the D. 7 on the G. Then I'm just going to start the repeat again. Okay. So as I say, that little 2-bar repeat is done 4 times in the song. It's just got that little 2-note pickup. And then start again, basically, without the pickup. So that's a pretty simple section. Obviously the rest is a bit harder than that, but that's the first little bit. Okay, so let's crack straight on to where the main meat of the solo comes in. We're going to start with a bend on 14th fret on the G string. So we move to position 1 minor pentatonic in E, which is what this song is in, E minor. Now I've played this with a double stop, because I think that's how it sounds. He doesn't do the bend in the next 2 bars later with the 12th fret, but I think he does here. So it's 12 on the B, and then you bend 14 on the G. Play that twice. Then on the G string, 14 pull off to 12, 14 on the D, 12 on the G with a pinch if you can, and then 14 on the D. It's just a classic blues lick, really. I'll just play it through slowly. Okay, and then the kind of response to that, it's almost like a call and response here. He then does a very simple run. Now this 3rd note took a lot of thought and a lot of indecision on my part. So 12th to 14th on the A is definitely there. I think it's then 12 on the G, but no pinch, just a 12 on the G. Then hammer 12 to 14 on the D. Then 12 on the G, 14 on the G, 12 on the G, and then we go into the next lick, so it's this. Okay, so those 2 bars together, they're probably when the real meat of the solo kicks in like this. I'll do them slowly. Rubbish pitch, we get the idea. And obviously we're going to go back and do some more bends. You can, as I say, it's like a call and response thing here. 14th fret on the G string, no 12th fret on the B I think this time, but obviously feel free to throw it in if you prefer it. Pull off on 14 to 12 on the G again, 14 on the D, and then 12. That pinch if you can. Get my notes up. Yeah, pinch if you can, and then 14 on the D. It's that little bar. Okay, and then the kind of response to that, another hammer on the A string, 12 to 14. This time, 12 on the D. The next bit's very hard to hit, even slowed down. But I've been doing it as 2 pull-offs on the A string, 14 to 12. 2 of those. And then I start working back up to the next kind of cool section. 12 to 14 hammer, 12 on the G. So that was 12 to 14, sorry, hammer on the D string. 12 on the G, 14 on the G. Sounds like a very quick 12 on the G before we go into the next bar with the bends. So that bar would be... That's a very quick 12. It's almost not there. In the transcription I've got of it, which is actually from the official book, it doesn't have the 12 in there, but once I slowed it down, I'm sure there is an extra note in there. It's just really, really quick. Okay, so then that's the kind of the second call and response. So it's kind of 2 bar sections, call with the bends. It's an extra pinch then, and then the response, whatever it happens to be. So we've got 2 of those, so now we've got the third one of those. Sorry, I'm going to kick the camera. So super professional as always. Okay, so we're going to bend 14 on the G again. So 3rd time through this. Now, it sounds to me like he grabs very quickly a 15th fret on the high E string. Just again, very quick. I can't stress that enough, it's very quick. 14 to 12 on the G, sorry, my apologies. 14 on the D, and then 2 12s on the G. So this is like the 3rd cool section. Now the next section it changes, and the feel of it changes from a call and response to a more just a solo-y section. I can't think how to describe it. So we've basically had 5 bars of the main bulk of the solo after that little 2 bar repeat section. So call, response, call, and then the response is a little bit different. So we've just done those 2 12s there. 14 on the D, and then we're going to do 12th fret double stop, 12 on the D and the G. I'm going to do down, up, dead hit down, and then up with 12s. Okay, doesn't need to be super accurate but that is what he's doing. So if you just long as you get the right feel there, it will work. And then we're going to play 14 on the D, 12 on the G, big bend on that, 14 on the G, pardon me, it's that T, and then 12 on the G, pinch if you can. That one I found really hard to get. Just didn't feel natural to me, and then I just played it really nicely. Okay, so that bar. And then the next bar starts with a bend down, 12th fret G, 14 on the D, hammer on 12 to 14, then 12, all on the G string. We do another bend, 12 on the G, 14 on the D. I've not noted that down as a pinch, so hopefully it's not. So we've got this little section here from after this double stop section. Okay, like that. Just 2 licks that are very, very similar back to back. That's our next lick. Really cool lick. Again, same position. It's all in this same place in the guitar, so it's nice to play. A string 12 to 14, D string 12 to 14, little pinch on the 12 and the G, 2 Ds, 14. Okay, really cool lick. Another 14 for the next lick now, another 14 on the D, hammer on 12 to 14, 12, pinch if you can, and another 14. So you've got this. And then we go to the, we're nearly there now, so 3 from the end bar, 12 to 14 on the A, 12 on the D twice, then 12 to 14 on the A, on the D, 12 to 14, 12 on the G, bend that 14 on the G, 12 on the G, 14 on the D. Again, I don't have that marked down as a pinch, so hopefully it's not. Just trust my past self. So flows quite nicely, but quite hard to hear, particularly these. But it kind of fits really, really nicely. Some more hammer-ons from 12 to 14 on the A this time. 12th fret on the D twice. 14 on the D. 12 on the G with the last pinch. And then 14. Big bend. Slowly bring it down. Okay, so I've gone through that quite quickly as I've started doing more so now with my solos. So let me play through the whole solo, including the repeats and everything. I'm just going to do the whole lot really slowly. So for people who don't want to listen to me talking, they can just skip through and see me play it slowly and they'll be happy, hopefully. Okay, let's just do that. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you found it useful. It's a really cool solo, as I said at the beginning, that's not that hard. It's just hard enough to make it kind of interesting to learn, but quite easy to play along with, especially if you've been playing for a few years. Another classic Oasis song, as usual. Recently I've done the solo and then next week I've tried to do the rhythm track, so that's what I'm going to try and do again for next week or a couple of weeks time, whenever it happens to fall. But I hope you enjoyed this. I've already said that, haven't I? And I'll just do my usual bit at the end, my usual spiel where I say thanks for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you like the video, please like the video. It really helps, as well as commenting on the video and subscribing to the channel. They all really help. You know how this all works by now. Please check out my social medias. I'll link them all down below here. And yeah, if you'd like me to do any other songs from Oasis or Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds or Liam Gallagher or anything else, just put it down in the comments and I'll have a crack at it at some point. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys again soon for some more cool guitar stuff. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.